Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So I am back with another makeup video and this is going to be very interesting because I am gonna do my makeup with drugstore makeup products. So I'm using each and every product from drugstore and you are going to love this video. So without any further ado, let's just start it. So firstly, I'm gonna prep my skin with a good moisturizer. You can use any of your choice because prepping your skin is the most important thing before you do makeup. After prepping my skin, I need to use Eyebrow Pro Conceal High Definition Concealer. It's an orange color corrector and I need to use this. Let me tell you guys, I'm so blessed with lots of dark circles, pigmentation, dark spots and like what not. And to cover all the darker areas, I think you should use a color corrector. It can be orange, peach depending on your skin tone. And talking about Eyebrow Pro Conceal color corrector, I think this is the best product in the market. You do not need anything expensive than this. This is the perfect product to conceal all the darker areas and pigmentation on your skin. I prefer to use under my eye area and around my mouth and all the dark spots here and there because I need to cover all of them. And I blend it with a concealer brush and you will see a big difference when you use color corrector. Now I'm going to use K-Beauty translucent powder. I'm taking a very tiny amount and I will set all the areas wherever I have applied concealer. I don't want this concealer to mix with my foundation and my foundation to look orangish, so it is always preferable that you set your concealer then you use foundation. Moving on to the foundation, I'm gonna use Maybelline Fit Me foundation. This is Matte+Poreless foundation. I think everybody knows about this. So I am in the shade 128. I am taking 1.5 pump of the foundation on the back of my hand and then I'm going to apply this all over my face using my fingers. And now the most important part comes, which is blending. So I am using my PAC foundation brush for blending and I am going to use this in buffing motion. I'll keep on buffing my face until I get a very beautiful and smooth and very flawless finish. Now talking about this foundation, I think this is the best foundation in the market. I think everybody knows about this. It is very easy to apply, very easy to blend, and it gives semi matte finish. Although it says that it is Matte+Poreless foundation, but it's not like super matte. You have to set it with powder and then you are good to go. Now moving on to the concealer, I'm going to use Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Concealer. I think this is the beautiful concealer in the market. I like to apply under my eyes, on my chin, on my forehead and on the top of my nose so that it can add some brightness to my face. And to blend this concealer, I'm going to use my PAC 219 concealer brush. It's a very beautiful brush and it can be used in multiple ways. If you want to buy a concealer brush, then please get this one. I think this is the best concealer brush in the market, and if you get this one, you are just sorted. The concealer shade I'm using is 130 medium. It's little lighter than my skin, but when it comes to adding some brightness, then little lighter shade goes perfect. After blending the concealer perfectly, I'm going to take this K-Beauty translucent powder and I'm gonna set everything in place. I'm going to take this powder puff and will gently press the powder into my skin. And always make sure that there are no crease lines made before you set your face. Now using a powder brush, I'm going to dust off all the excess powder left on my face. Now moving on to the contour, and I'm going to use Wet n Wild contouring palette. Here I'm taking the darker shade and I'm going to tell you the trick here. So take a comb or maybe any brush, put it on the upper side of your ear and then move your comb like this and you will get your perfect shape. While moving, apply your contour shade. When you do this, you will get the perfect placement of contour, and after doing this, you start blending and blend it until you get a smooth finish. Now you see the one side is more structured and snatched and the other side is pale and flat. So I'm going to repeat the same on the other side. Now I'm going to do the same for the jaw line. So here I'm putting one edge of the brush on the lower side of my ear and heading towards the chin, and here I'm placing the product below the brush so that it can create a beautiful shade. And once you apply the product, always make sure that you blend it well so that there is no harsh edges left, otherwise it is going to look so bad. And I'm going to repeat the same on the other side. And for the nose contour, I'm using a smaller brush for more precision. So you can use any eyeshadow brush also, it's completely fine. To add a flush of color, I'm going to use Sugar Contour de Force Mini Blush in the shade 02 Pink Pinnacle. I'm picking a tiny amount and dusting off the excess so that I don't end up applying a lot of pigment, because this blush is very pigmented. The shade is very beautiful and the pigment is also very beautiful. And I'm applying this on the apple of my cheeks to get a beautiful color on my face. And I recently discovered this trick that I take a big fluffy brush and I just run all over my face so that everything mixes together and it gives a very beautiful smooth finish. Now it's time for the brows, and for that I'm using Miss Claire Eyebrow Cake Palette. I always prefer to fill in the sparse areas. I don't like to give that extra dimensions or extra, dramatic effect to my brows. I just love the way they are, and I just fill into the gaps so that it can look more defined and structured. And in the end, I just run the spoolie so that the product is equally distributed. Now moving on to the eyeshadow, I think this is the best part of the makeup, and for that I'm using Wet n Wild eyeshadow palette. First I'm picking the warm brown color for the transition shade, and I'm going to apply this in my transition line, and I'll just run my brush back and forth and will create a beautiful shade and beautiful effect on my eyes. Now I'm going to take this light orangish brown shade and will apply this in the outer corner of my eyes to create more depth, and after applying this I'll apply the darker shade to create even more depth. And the reason I chose this palette because it has most beautiful combination of colors. It has warm tones, it has cool tones, it has shimmers, and the most beautiful transition shades. So I just love the whole combination of this palette. It can be used for everyday makeup look, for the festival, for the party makeup look. I think this is the most beautiful palette. Now I'm going to take this light golden shimmer shade. I'm going to apply this in the inner corner of my eyes with a flat top brush, and then we'll blend everything together for a seamless look. Now it's time for the eyeliner, and I'm going to use Maybelline Colossal eyeliner. I think this is the most used eyeliner by me. This eyeliner has a fine tip, so it is very easy to work with this. You can work as precisely as you want. This is the most beautiful and easy to work with eyeliner. Today I'm creating just a very thin line very close to my lashes so that it gives a dimension to my eyes, but not just like very eyeliner kind of look. Now to curl my lashes, I'm going to use an eyelash curler, and this one is from Miniso. Now I'm going to use a mascara, and this one is from Sugar Cosmetics. This is 01 Black with a Bang. I like this mascara because it adds some extra length and volume to your lashes, as I have very small and thin lashes, so it works perfectly fine for me. You also can give it a try. And now I'm going to apply Kohl Kajal. This one is from Sugar 01 Blackout. I'm going to apply this in my upper waterline to give more dimension. And now you can see the difference. My one eye is looking so pretty, and I'm going to do the other one off camera and then I'll see you. So now it's time for the lips, and first I'm going to outline my lips with a lip liner, and this one is from Swiss Beauty in the shade Maroon 02. After outlining the lips, I'm going to apply the lipstick, and this one is from Maybelline 657 Nude Nuance. I think this is the most beautiful creamy lipstick. The shade is so pretty. They have variety of shades. You can choose any of them, and all the shades are very beautiful and comfortable on the lips. Now it's time to add some glow and shine to the face, and for that I'm using Wet n Wild highlighter. It is in the shade Blossom Glow. I like to apply this on my cheekbone, on the top of my nose, and on the brow bone, and somewhere a little bit on my chin, so it gives a very nice and shiny effect to my face. This highlighter is very fine and very smooth on the skin. It doesn't even feel like you have put on something on your face. It just feels like it's a within glow. So I just love this product. Now it's time to use Inside Makeup Fixer Spray. It holds the makeup in place and melts the makeup beautifully and gives a very beautiful shine to the face. So here is the final look. I hope you guys liked it. So it is as beautiful as you do makeup with high-end products. So it's always about the right technique and the shades. It really doesn't matter that you're using drugstore products or high-end products. As long as you are doing it correctly, it is going to look flawless and beautiful. All the product details will be in the description box for your reference. If you want to watch more such videos, then please do like, share and subscribe to my channel. I will see you in my next one. Bye.